Life in Lake Vostok, located beneath the icy shield of Antarctica, exists, but reaching it is not so simple for us. Genetic microbiologists note that if they were to present the DNA of the organism they discovered in 2016 without revealing its origin, they would be asked whether it is of terrestrial origin. The microbiota of Lake Vostok in Antarctica, isolated for 14 million years by a powerful ice cap, must be unique, just like the lake itself. Due to its dimensions, it attracts the attention of astrobiologists because it could serve as a model for studying potentially inhabited subglacial water bodies on Jupiter's moon Europa and Saturn's moon Enceladus. Lake Vostok is a subglacial rift lake located at coordinates of 78 degrees 28 minutes south latitude and 106 degrees 48 minutes east longitude. It is approximately 1,260 kilometers away from the coast. The ice cover's thickness ranges from 3,750 to 4,200 meters. The lake's surface area spans 15,800 square kilometers, and its maximum depth is 1,220 meters. There is no connection with other water bodies. Lake Vostok has been isolated for about 14 million years. The water temperature is around -2.65 degrees Celsius. The lake was first discovered in 1994, and the first penetration to its waters took place in 2012. In Antarctica, more than 400 subglacial lakes have been discovered, all of which share a similar structure, liquid water lying beneath a multi-kilometer layer of ice. However, Lake Vostok is the largest among them, with an estimated surface area of 15,800 square kilometers, surpassing the size of Lake Wonga. The discovery of Lake Vostok dates back to 1994. At the end of the Perestroika period, drilling operations began, and it was only in 2012 that the first water samples from the lake were obtained. Due to insufficient pressure compensation in the borehole, which was used as part of a special technology to prevent contamination of the lake, the water that was brought up reached the scientists in the form of frozen ice inside the drilling column. Immediately after obtaining these samples in 2012, microbiological research began. The scientists faced significant challenges in removing contaminants, such as microorganisms and their DNA, which entered the lake ice either along with the drilling fluid or later. By the year 2015, fragments of DNA from 2 bacteria were discovered, and the scientists were certain that their origin was Lake Vostok. This finding was the result of extensive efforts to ensure the accuracy and purity of the samples obtained from the subglacial lake. The first bacterium found in Lake Vostok turned out to be completely unfamiliar to biologists. Its DNA matched only 86% of known sequences. Genetic microbiologists noted that this bacterium could have been mistaken for an organism from another planet. The second bacterium was related to the genus Hermannimonas glacialis, known to scientists from the glaciers of Greenland. By the year 2015, they were expecting new water samples from the lake to confirm the findings and obtain new information. However, these samples were never obtained. Russian polar explorers drilled a well that allowed them to take samples of ice formed at the upper part of the lake from its lake water. However, what happens at the bottom, in the depths of the water and especially near the lake bed, can only be speculated upon. It is possible that there are geothermal sources there, which provide nutrition to the lake's inhabitants. At the Kurchatov Institute's Research Center for Nuclear Physics in St. Petersburg, there is equipment and technology that allows the study of the frozen water from Lake Vostok without the risk of contamination. Scientists have developed an improved methodology and created libraries of contaminants, containing data on microorganisms that could be present in the liquid used to wash the ice samples, as well as organisms inhabiting clean rooms, reagents, and materials used for analysis. During the study of old samples conducted in 2018, a third potential form of life in Lake Vostok was discovered, a bacterium or bacillus called Lactobacillus marinus. However, the discovery of this bacterium raised more questions than answers. Bacilli are heterotrophic organisms, which means they feed on organic substances, of which there are virtually none in the waters of Lake Vostok. However, it is possible that in the depths of the lake, There are areas where nutrients are more concentrated. This could indicate that life in Lake Vostok might be more diverse than we assume. The possibility of more varied forms of life within the lake remains open and requires further research to obtain more accurate results. The conditions in Lake Vostok are extremely specific. Due to the immense pressure, approximately 400 atmospheres, the water in the lake does not freeze even at a constant temperature 2 to 3 degrees below zero. Although these conditions may be unsuitable for humans, they are perfectly normal for life. On planet Earth, the lower temperature limit for cell division is around -18 degrees Celsius, and metabolism can still continue even at cooling down to -33 degrees Celsius. As for pressure, deep-sea organisms can handle even higher values. The main limitation for life in Lake Vostok is the lack of energy sources. Sunlight never penetrates the lake, so a typical ecosystem with photosynthesizing organisms, which are usually at the beginning of the food chain in surface water bodies, cannot exist there. According to the analysis of ice samples from the lake, organic substances are virtually absent in the lake water. Any organisms living in the lake must be capable of feeding on mineral substances, which are also highly limited in the lake. Organisms that derive energy through the oxidation of inorganic substances are found ubiquitously in dark corners of our planet, such as deep ocean regions, soil, and caves. Therefore, the discovery of the heterotrophic bacterium Lactobacillus marinus caused confusion among scientists, as it indicates unusual adaptations for life inside Lake Vostok. The well drilled between 1989 and 2012 years is believed to be unsuitable for penetrating Lake Vostok. To access the water, it may be necessary to drill a new well and use a new, sterile drilling fluid. However, currently, there are no plans for such work. Lake Vostok with its mysterious inhabitants will remain untouched for the foreseeable future. But there is good news as well. The research on Lake Vostok's ice yielded more than just 3 bacteria. Years of investigation have led to significant advancements in developing techniques to handle delicate materials and improving technology for detecting contaminants. Microbiologists and geneticists have gained crucial and valuable experience that will be useful in future research, should a new well be drilled in Lake Vostok. These methods can also be applied in the event that water samples from subsurface oceans of Jupiter's moon Europa or Saturn's moon Enceladus are brought back to Earth by interplanetary spacecraft. This will allow scientists to examine whether this water contains any form of life, possibly of extraterrestrial origin.